The Deuce, Season 1, Episode 2. This episode is called Show and Prove. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Last week we got introduced to the cast. There's a lot of characters in this show. A whole lot of people, a whole lot of personalities, and they're taking us on this whole journey of this particular area of town, the nightlife with pimps, players, hustlers, Johns, tricks, police officers, professors, students, bartenders, business people, hustlers, and how they all come together for that one thing that's in common. Actually, two things: a dream and money. I guess I would love for them just to separate the twins, let it make sense to me, distinctive marks on them. Maybe I missed it in the first episode, something that separates the brothers. I still feel like it's not going to be Fargo quality as far as how the Stussy brothers on the show Fargo on FX, how it was just that dynamic show. I hope this show would get to that point. Franco, I don't know. Maybe he has the chops to pull it off. Y'all drop a comment below. I want to know more about Cece. Can they please give us some more Cece? I feel like I almost want Cece and Darlene to have more camera time than Vinny and Frankie. They start this episode off, it's a packed house. The bar is popping. Everybody up in there. I love the bar house conversations. Even the uniforms are up in there taking shots and drinking. They're just showing you how, even though they're the law, they're supposed to be held to a higher standard. They're still doing their own thing. That's what they're portrayed as in this show. One of my favorite shots this episode would have to be the UPS truck-sized paddy wagon. Flanagan and homeboy Chris, I think his name is, Officer Chris Austin, I want to say his name was, picking up the gals, the working ladies, and taking them on a Uber-friendly drive to the jail. Flanagan's a dirtbag. We get it. We get it. Is it me? Is it me, or do y'all also feel that Curtis singing the theme song? I mean, who else can hit those notes? I have not looked it up. I meant to look it up after the first episode aired. I forgot. When episode 2 began, I said, dang it, I forgot to look it up. But that voice is so distinctive. You know it's him. Familiar with any Superfly soundtrack type of vibe. The guy has that voice. It's the voice of that period, in my opinion. What do y'all think? Drop a comment below. I wouldn't say it's my favorite shot, but my second shocking moment was to see the guy taking these photographs with the furry pits and the carpet below. Just a little thick, a little furry, a little non-razored, okay? No, I'm just saying. She need to cut it. It was like pre-Backpage, like some pre-Craigslist linking up weird, illegal, nasty, name and number on the back of a card of this picture. They are showing in this episode the creep life, the creepy weirdness of business that occurs behind this profession, and showing all parties involved that benefit off of this profession. Obviously, Darlene is everyone's favorite character. You know, the lost character who's trying to find herself in a world full of craziness, her being manipulated. And is she manipulated? Has Darlene been manipulated? Darlene's able to leave Larry Brown if she wanted to, I'm sure, but she's like this, I don't know, is she a helpless romantic? Is she a young, I don't know, they lure you in to be a fan of her, to like this character. We all like this character. However, Thunder Thighs, Thunder, whatever her name is, I think she's a standout too. She's funny. I like her character. Hilarious. Darlene got played. You know what kind of job you know what you're making your money with, Darlene. Yet you feel played and you feel used because it wasn't part of your terms that guy used whatever he paid for. He used it to continue a profit you're not reaping the benefit off of. So she's mad. She feels there should be some sort of privacy. How are you guys deciphering between the two brothers? Because I'm still a little bit confused. Are you seeing different sideburns? I just figured the hair on the bad one, he's straight slick back, and the other one has a little bit of, it's a little fluffy to him. As far as Eileen, aka Candy, she's smart, she's not dumb. I don't know where they're going to go with. I don't know what their plan is for her character. It's like I said, so many people, man. There's so many people in this show. Geez, you've introduced us to like 20 characters, people. Slow it down. Do you guys think it's too many characters? Drop a comment below. We know what we see every episode so far with how the area looks. Rundown, nasty, a lot of illegal activity, right? Nightlife, extreme. And we see the people saying, hey man, it's stagnant, it's filthy, it's a garbage pit over here. They're building the scenery for us. The nastiest thing in this whole episode would have to be the Campbell soup, potato soup, nasty, shots going off all over. That was nasty. I didn't see it coming. Mushroom soup. I'll never be able to look at another Campbell soup can the same. No, cut it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm just saying. How do y'all feel about Campbell's at this point? Outside of us seeing Darlene trying to better herself with going to the library, learning about some things, reading up, this episode could have been finished in 10 minutes with straight CC scenes. That's how I feel. Been cut 40 minutes. And they just showed Pimp CC's shots. I'm just saying. He's proven that he knows the game. But he's also proving that he's going to keep going until he self-destructs. And supposedly they go until, they have that one last one. And that's the one that they wife up. Did they ever get to that moment? I mean, when's the last time you ran across a pimp who said he was pimping for 40 years and he retired? Or 20 years and he retired? Slim to none. CC is going to go until he hits rock bottom, which is probably in the next year or two. And plus he's on that narcotic. Ooh, you already got a habit? Oh no, baby. I don't see it going good for you, CC. Even with the curls. He's screaming his occupation. He's kind of sort of losing it. But he's trying to protect his chicks. He's trying to keep the stable in order. I don't know how it's going to turn out in the end. So the con with the killer. We have this con with the chick who he picked up at the bus station on episode 1. This fool's claiming to be a cop. He's not. He's got this killer go-to kit in his car, rope, all this other stuff. Run. Cece ends up stabbing him, killing him, all for this chick. All to preserve his stable. Selling a dream that he cares for them. 2 quick questions, you guys. Why France? Why did he say France? Why France? Who was the lady at the bar with Larry Brown and Darlene? Who is she? Outside of the whole episode that could have been just saying, hey, this is Cece's story and we're introducing how these ladies of the night, how the lady of the night can, how it's basically saying how the drug game, the hustling game, how they can go from selling what you're selling as far as bodies on the street to making more money or making more. Your demand is so crazy that you can get to more people by pushing out these films. That's what they're going into. Felt rushed. It felt very rushed, a little bit sloppy to me in this episode. Y'all drop a comment below and let me know. You might think it was the best thing since sliced bread this episode. I did not feel that way. I did enjoy the bar shots. We get to see bartenders actually making drinks instead of just standing there with a towel on their shoulder. That was pretty cool. I love the signage that's in all the shots of the bar. It's dark. I like the posters. I'm happy that Homeboy's business is finally booming up in there. He's saying that he's not gonna hustle out of Homeboy out of their bar. I'm not gonna do it. I won't do it here. Will he in the future? Probably. Y'all drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. This episode, I wasn't too crazy about it. I'm gonna go ahead. You might not like the score, but I'm gonna leave it at a 7.5. That's how I felt. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. I feel it's a whole lot of characters. Are they trying to do it how The Wire was, when The Wire had a whole lot of characters, but their characters made sense? They built, not out the gate with that many. It's not rushed. Felt episode 2 was a little rushed. Until the next time, peace.